All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Rap League Podcast. I'm your host, Free. I'm joined by my usual co-host, Ghetto Vegan. Shit.
Young, come on, man.
Hoagie
Bear. Get it right.
You could just call me by my real name.
No, it wasn't, because I was stumbling. I was about to call you Young OG since I was calling him Hood Vegan. But, all right, we're going to redo this all over again. So, Hood Vegan, Hoagie Bear, Border Eye, Make Your Daughter Cry, and we got a new guest with us here today. May I introduce my man, Sheem. Welcome to the show.
Yo, what's up, yo? What's up? I'm glad to be a part of the team, man.
Give us a little, background into yourself. Tell us a little about yourself.
All right, so
give me a little bit of profile. Come on, man.
All right, I was pretty much born and raised in Camden. Graduated from Delsea Regional High School in Franklinville, New Jersey. Recently just moved to North Carolina, getting a feel for the new atmosphere out here. So, just trying to take it one step at a time. That's it. I always wanted to do something like a podcast. My brother's part of the podcast. He's on Spotify and YouTube, and you can follow him on Facebook and things like that. So
what's the name of the podcast?
His podcast name is King Scotty, the King of Hearts podcast. Definitely follow him on Facebook. You can follow him at King Scotty, Facebook.com. Same thing as Instagram. Not sure about his Snapchat. I don't know if he broadcasts his stage on Snapchat. So, yeah, big shout out to my brother. Already reached out to him, told him to keep updated with me and shit like that. So, also talked to him about being on this type of platform. And he was like, all you got to do is just do it. A podcast is pretty much easy. All you do, you can go on there and talk about anything. I was like, all right, well, I was like,
big facts.
I'm going to try it out. I was like, if I got to get the equipment and do it myself, or if I can find somebody that I can get in touch with to be on their platform or whatever the case may be. And it just so happened to be that this was all coincidence. Like, I was not expecting this at all when I commented on your live stream. I think it was episode 6, I believe.
Yeah, what was it? It was a clip. I think it was like it was Border Eye saying his usual shit. I forgot what we was talking about though. But yeah, you reached out. You showed interest, and
right.
I mean, we're ever building here. So I mean, why not bring on another person? Not to mention, you will definitely help with these split way decisions when trying to figure out who's winning these rounds and shit.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's evened up now.
Exactly.
Evened up now.
So hopefully, no more of that. Shit like just happened last episode. Even though we all knew the winner, everyone decided to go in different directions.
I mean, because it usually happens like that.
Doesn't that make it more interesting?
We have our opinions coming in. Then Dion lays down a good argument. Then you're like, oh crap.
And then Rob changes his whole decision.
And that makes sense. It's like what he said just makes sense. So then it's like, you got to change it all up.
Well, shout out to Young OG over there. You got a fan in Border Eye, apparently.
You got a whole sheet.
I got it. Nah. That's my killer.
He said it.
Yo, take a bow. Yo, look, you won him over.
No, I won you over too, Big Rub. You just a fantasy type dude.
Yes.
You just a fantasy type dude. He knew, like, all right, the facts involved, but that's my guy. Chill out.
No, but what was it? As you can see, what I'm saying, we all have fun here. All the joking around. We love Rob. Goofy ass, nigga he is. But but we are excited to that you're joining us, and we look forward to what you bring to the table.
Yeah, I'm excited too, man. I appreciate it for y'all accepting me to the team.
Oh, definitely. We're always there to help out another young brother trying to make it. So, getting right into the episode for y'all today, we have what I like to call an opposite sides of the spectrum battle. Today we are comparing two great two other great female artists who have been making a huge major impact in their own ways inside the music industry. Today we are talking about Young M.A. hailing from Brooklyn, New York, and Thee Stallion from Houston, Texas. Now, even though these two probably seem like the most like weirdest comparison we have on this, tournament for this season, I actually, listen to the music, watching the interviews. I feel like I said before, like they're opposite spectrum to each other. Like, like they both made impacts in their own way, but they just did it differently, and they had success in their own ways because of it,
Yes, I would definitely say that.
Definitely did. They definitely did.
What was it like? Watching the interviews from Megan Thee Stallion. Like I can understand like her standpoint. When it comes to like her style of music, why she does what she does. I don't know why. Why is that funny?
No, Rob just sprayed Febreze on Stella, and she was like, "Bitch."
Me too. Because I heard her fart, and I was just like, "This."
He was just spraying this.
Because in her sleep, all I heard was. I was just like, "Really?"
Shit.
I'm sorry. You were saying.
No, I'm just hoping that dog don't go blind now. But, but yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, like the way she does her music, I don't always agree with the ratchet style sound of music, but I like it. I like it in its own right. You know what I mean? And Young M.A, Young M.A is just she's a monster.
She's a different breed, man. She's a different breed.
She's a whole different caliber. So I mean, that's my opinion. Anyone got anything to say before we jump right into it? Anything you all want to say about these two?
I love them both.
No.
I feel like I just want to address the shit that we discussed in pre-production because we were discussing, what we were going to talk about during this podcast, and I said I know who's gonna win, just based on what you guys are saying, and it's okay because I agree. But what I said was my truth was that I liked Megan Thee Stallion because she is very confident. And what did y'all say?
Wait, hold on.
No, go ahead, let her talk.
Let me go further. Yo, listen, please. I promise you I thought that was border eye. I apologize. I promise you I thought that was border eye. I'm sorry, Chaz. I promise you.
What?
I was ripping him a new one. I think I'm talking to him. But it was really you.
Yeah.
I apologize. I didn't mean nothing I said.
I was so father fucking confused.
I don't even remember this conversation in the chat.
Oh,
I'm just like,
because you were like confidence. Confidence.
I'm sorry, guys. Please forgive me.
Oh
please.
my God.
I thought I was talking to border.
You all were talking like I had 4 heads, and I'm like, all I said was I like to.
I'm telling Didi I'm ripping border eye a new one right now. Like, what y'all talking about? He said confidence about Megan Thee Stallion, like Young M.A. I was going off. I'm thinking of talking to border eye. It was really you. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Oh, damn.
That shit I was so confused. I'm like, okay, we're gonna talk about it later.
I was confused. When did this even happen?
This is why it's important to save your contacts.
Yeah. That's why I said what I said during
No, but here's the
thing. Because I didn't know who was coming.
I knew I was coming at you, Howie, when you said confidence. Now, at the time, I'm like, the fuck she mean confidence?
Mm-hmm.
Confidence in what?
Oh, shit, he knew. I didn't.
What was it? But, what was it? I went on, I watched more interviews. I listened to, like her talk about herself, listen to the music really in depth this time. Like, I didn't just hear the beats on that shit. And my point somewhat still stands, but I got a new respect for it.
Right. Like, I was like, yo, am I missing something? And even though I go into these articles, even though I watch these interviews, and everyone's like, yo, I really appreciate her confidence. I really appreciate it. She can just talk about her body and it's okay. I thought I was like, right. I'm gonna just wait.
I'm gonna wait until we get into like a real in-depth talk about it. But when I saw that whole contract, I was like, "You goddamn right, I fight for myself too," because like that was bullshit.
Yeah,
her contract.
We'll get into it.
Her contract was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh man,
99-1.
It was like that. Oh.
He said, "I just
Wait. Hold on, quick question. Because you said, no, it was like that, ooh. What does 99-1 mean?
They get 99.
Means that she's getting like...
She gets one.
like 1%, and they're getting like 99% of her revenue.
All right, boom. Just want to make sure.
Why wouldn't I know about that?
You thought Rob did not know.
Big Real.
You thought Rob has never seen Shark Tank?
Not even that. My dude, I took a whole business class on the music business. I know what I'm talking about. I may not remember all the terms, but I know what I'm talking about.
Nah, look, I'm not here to dispute, intelligence. I just want to make sure that you were paying attention to the conversation. I just didn't want you to hear 99.1. That sounds like some hype shit. I should say ooh to, like.
I said ooh because that's like, she's not making anything.
Yeah,
she made like 15K.
She must have worked at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
That's terrible.
But all right, so without getting into it, let's jump right into round one. Talking about the lyricism. So.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Let's go out. I need it. Go ahead, Border.
Wait. But before we get to Border, because we already know Border gonna say some shit. Actually, I want to hear from the new guy.
Yeah. Let my guy go. Yeah.
What was it? All right. So Sheen, let me ask you a question. Who do you have for Young M.A versus Megan Thee Stallion in the realms of lyricism?
I'm gonna have to go Young M.A, man, because she's definitely a different type of breed. Like, one, she's from the streets, and she literally lived that street life. Like she may live it still now, or she may not. A lot of people still cover up because they become a celebrity and cover up what they used to do in the streets. And from my personal experience, I don't rap or anything, but I came from seeing what happens from living that street life, and it's not easy to get away from that. So when it comes to her lyrics, it's real shit that she's probably really talking about and that she did or seen. Not a lot of these rappers do that. Like, they talk about it, but ain't really did it or seen that real street life. A lot of shit that people don't know about Cash Money when they first blew up. They had all them cars and houses and shit. A lot of that shit wasn't theirs. They was renting that for the videos.
Yeah, what was it? It happens to more than just them. A lot of people do that shit.
A lot of people do it now.
Rent the jewelry, the cars, the houses.
It's crazy.
Y'all seen
but
that?
Her lyrics is something different. Like, it's something different. For real. Like, I'm surprised she hasn't really won any Grammys or awards, anything.
She's been nominated,
But so, she's definitely been nominated, but she just hasn't won anything.
Right.
She's been nominated for a Grammy?
No. She's been.
She got a BET.
No, she's been nominated for BET, where she hasn't won an award yet.
Yeah.
No,
she's only been nominated.
Been on one album.
Yeah.
Yeah. A Grammy would take a marketing team. She's probably not there yet.
Yeah, she.
No, I got.
Honestly, I think she just wants to be independent.
Yeah, and see, that's what I can respect about her. What was it? I like the hustle that she likes to that she makes make her name important. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, she's focused on trying to be somebody else. She's focused on building Young M.A. And I can respect that grind, honestly. Because a lot of people, they just sign music deals and let the record company take over and paint the whole image of who they are, what they're about, and all that shit. And we've seen that fail before. Young M.A, she's taking it the route of, like, Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let nobody change me. I'm going to make my music, speak my story, and either y'all going to feel it or you're not.
Right.
So, I can respect that. So.
Good answer.
What was it? So talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Now, I don't want to take anything away from Megan Thee Stallion either. You know what I mean?
Good. I'm so glad. Literally, this conversation is different than the pre-production.
In this round, she don't get a word from me. In this round, she don't get a word from me. Yeah, she ain't got bars like that. her to make them bars right back.
Right back.
She don't got bars like that. That's not even her style. So lyricism, you know what I mean?
Now, what was it? She isn't a lyricist. I'll give you that. She isn't a lyricist.
She isn't.
At all. So it's.
But you know, she's
a hit maker though.
I would say she doesn't make bad music. You know, I mean, she makes like every other song is like 15 creative ways of how she's gonna get her pussy pounded. But you know, it works for her.
No, it's
I'm saying
15 different ways how she's gonna like take the dick. Not that
that's
she's gonna get pounded. She's doing the pounding.
Yeah,
that's what's empowering about it.
Like Tech Nine, we all know Tech Nine rap better than Meek Mill. We know that. We know that. Right?
I don't know.
We know that.
No. Tech Nine is a better lyrical rapper than Meek Mill.
We know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Well, wait, because you gotta think when you talking about that scenery of Meek Mill. Which are you talking about? The now Meek Mill or before he blew up?
You talking like Flamers and all that? Yeah.
I'm just talking about period, like the lyrical miracle. We talking about lyricism, like lyrical miracle. You know what I mean? Lyrical miracle. You got. We know that.
I think the Meek Mill
Bars
from Flamers could stand a better battle than the Meek Mill now against Tech Nine.
Well, see, you gotta remember.
What I'm saying is, I don't think Meek. I think Meek will still lose, but I think that battle would still be better than Meek Mill now.
I'm saying he'll lose.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's. I'm just comparing the two as far as like what he was saying, because he was like, she don't make bad music. We just saying lyricism right now. You know what I mean? We just talking about lyricism. We talking about lyricism. Everything goes into play. Maybe a Stallion it's not even her stilo.
Right.
No. That's because she's commercial. Straight commercial. That's her brand when she talks about her body and shaking this and shaking that. Like, that's her brand, I honestly think.
And she does write her music.
Stick to.
She does.
Well, she needs to step out her brand every now and then, though.
Yeah, because that's only going to take her so far.
Exactly.
She gets a little bit in depth into who she is.
Well,
I don't know. Okay, I'm going to bring up the baby real quick because we all know what his brand is and what he talks about.
Those two together are so magical. I love it.
They make good songs together, yeah. But then again, it's like they got that brand. But then when I heard the baby did a remix to Rockstar, it was just like, ooh, you know what I mean? You get a different side of the artist, and you actually hear him for what he is. And I'm like, I think that Megan needs to make at least one song per album that steps outside of the sexualized brand so we can really get for the power of the woman that she is. Not just, oh, this is my body, this is what I like, and, you know, pop it, break it, all this other stuff. Like, because I feel like she has a lot of stuff that she's holding inside that she can bring out, but because she's so focused on just making the money according to her brand, she's limiting herself into this box to where all she can talk about is sex, money, the normal mainframe. But then I look at the baby and that Rockstar John, I was like, ooh, that's why I shared the video in the chat. I was like, y'all gotta hear this. This is powerful. Yeah. This is the young brother showing, okay, y'all want me to get for real? Here's my real power. Bam. I can make my bullcrap music that y'all can jam to and bump to, but if y'all want me to wake up, here's my woke music. Like, they have to have that balance. You know what I mean? That's why I like Young M.A. She has that balance. Young M.A. had that balance. Like, in one song, she can go from talking about, you know, destroying this girl, and then she talking about the industry. Yeah, she talking about how the industry's fictional. I was like, yo, that album has so many, like, bars that make you turn your head like, wait a second. Yeah. How she put that? Ooh.
Like, and see, now I would say Megan does have those songs, actually. They're not in plenty, you know, but she does have like a couple of songs where she's mentioning, like, you know, the loss of her mother and, you know, how she's always, you know, trying to grind to make more money for herself. So she does talk about herself that's not in a sexualized light. It's just that's not what she's known for.
But it's clouded. It's clouded. It's too much that it's clouded. You know,
like Sugar.
I mean, in the way how like the baby did it, where he could take one of his songs, remix it, put it out there, and it's like, yo, I can throw this on a party and everybody will be empowered and jamming like they listen to a Meek Mill track. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like on that level. Like, I feel like if she does it in a way to where people are like, okay, you know, this is a deep song about her personal self, but yo, I can bump this. You know what I mean? What she can always do into these tracks that don't really mean nothing into a track that, even if it's just one track that means something, and put all your effort into it and make it pop, like do that.
Her and Beyonce
made
could have
100
done that.
points.
Well, yeah.
So, but,
0 points.
What you
what
say?
was it? We're going to agree that Young M.A is definitely the better lyricist here.
By far.
But what was it? Megan Thee Stallion, right? So the reason she, raps the way she does. Now, this is my personal opinion. I believe she didn't have fully creative ways to make her album the way she wanted to. Like Sugar, for instance. Sugar is an unfinished project. There were other songs she wanted to put on that album that the record label wouldn't allow her to. So maybe there are other songs, sitting there that really go into depth of who she is that we just haven't heard yet. It's still early to tell.
True.
Yeah,
because it sounds like who is she signed under?
1501.
Yeah, they got way too much control of her music. She's not allowed to be herself. They got way too much control. She has this one character, this one image, and she's only going to get so far with it.
Right. No, just like a Cardi B, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a very marketable image. So we're just gonna stick with that marketability. You know what I'm saying? Future projects. No, future projects. No, she might come out with that. Those pain stories that we all can agree that really make an artist relatable to a lot more people because they they're speaking something real and something relative. But. I think the vote all around for round one, definitely Young M.A.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Did you guys listen to her? She did like Eat. It's like a 6-minute video of her spitting. Oh. No hook or up.
Was it a freestyle?
I guess it was a freestyle. She's just in a warehouse.
Oh, warehouse. No, I didn't see that one. Like when you said 6 minutes, I'm thinking like the Funk Flex one where she did the Soul Brooklyn challenge one. Then she came back. She killed did a whole other one.
Look up Eat. Like that's her. There's no chorus or like a hook or anything. It's just her just spitting.
Yeah, and see that. But there's a Young M.A comes from that. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, she's been rapping since she was 9. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like so, her spin is just like Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, these women are real spitters.
Right.
So
very freestylers.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter what the beat is, what kind of venue. Like that. These girls are going to spit.
But I just wish that when Megan Thee Stallion worked with Beyonce, they did some sort of like black as fuck or feminist thing instead of just a Savage remix. Because if she had done something with Beyonce, something close to like a Lemonade sort of thing, it would have been so.
I know. I'm glad you mentioned that because I want to bring up that song quick, and it's not even about Megan. I thought Beyonce's verse was basic as fuck.
It's number one, but I like the original version better.
It was trash.
Like, everyone hyped that shit up like, yo, Beyonce snapped on that shit. I went to go listen to it. I'm like,
the thing about Beyonce, I think she just got way too comfortable. Way too comfortable.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, what was
that's
the thing.
That last album is fire. You crazy. That last album is fire.
What, the Carters? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm not saying her album's not fire, but I'm just saying she still just got way too comfortable. I think she knows she can bring way more to the table.
What was it?
Than what she's putting out.
Or just period?
Just period.
On features or just period?
Period. Beyonce?
Yeah.
Especially features, though. Features especially.
Wait, Dion, what album were you talking about with fire? The Everything Is Nothing?
3 of them.
The last 3 of them.
The last 3 of them was fire.
Her albums are always really good. I don't feel like she really brings it on features.
But
that's too, though. Yeah. But I'm saying I think she knows it. Like, all right, I know if I can put out anything and I know my people are still gonna like it and love it.
Yeah. I felt like when artists get to that point,
she got too comfortable and she's not really bringing, like she's giving 50% instead of 100.
Right.
What makes you say that though?
And you can hear it. You can honestly hear it on some of her songs. Like you can be like, damn, this could have been a hit, but it's like she really slacked off on it.
Was it
what happened?
What song you hear that? What song you hear that thing?
Like Drunken Love, for instance. Like everybody love that
Drunken
song,
Love?
but I think she put way, like, she could have put way more into it.
Damn.
I'm not even gonna lie.
That's a hot take.
Drunken Love is my shit. like,
yeah,
that's a hot
we
take.
be all night.
I'm still on that.
Yeah, I know her.
I think she could have put more.
Okay.
I don't know. I think she could have put more into it.
That's crazy.
I mean, he's not the only person, honestly, who said that. I've seen many different, comments from Twitter.
Because at the end of the day, people gonna love Beyonce because it's Beyonce.
So she doesn't have to try.
Like, she doesn't have to try. So the Drunken Love video, she was literally drunk as hell in that video. You don't understand? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm
not gonna lie, I want to get to that level.
Go out there and go film a video and sing, and then her notes was, I don't know. Honestly, because you don't know what happens in the studio. People be, fixing your vocals and shit like that. So you don't know what her vocals were sounding like because she was drunk. So who the fuck, like, a lot of these artists still be high when they do their videos, but honestly, at the end of the day, that's not the same type of thing. Like, because they need that get right to go in the studio and go record and shit like that.
Bobby Brown did.
To where Beyonce is like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna get drunk. I'm gonna just get drunk.
Big Rail, no, you're not about to say it. Have you seen somebody get high off crack?
Wolf of Wall Street.
You can't do it, bro. You can't do it. There's no fucking way. So how the hell do you do that?
Hey, shit, tell this dude that.
There's no fucking way. The motherfuckers is crazy, bro. Them motherfucking crackheads ain't got no feelings. They can't feel shit, no rob. You just pick their ass and still come back.
They're like, all right, let's cook this.
That's all I don't know. And that's crazy because the industry back then was,
shut the door.
Like, a lot of these love songs that a lot of us was probably made too, and shit like that, was based off of cocaine. And this shit is fucking crazy because the artists still, history repeats itself, and artists still do the same fucking shit. And motherfuckers still need that get right to go in there and feel comfortable and record something. And it's crazy.
Yeah. I see
back to the Beyonce thing, like, yeah, she really got drunk in that video and went and recorded and just said, fuck it.
It may not just be for lack of trying. It may just be because she's a mom now and she's slowing it down just in general.
That could be too, but yeah.
I mean, if it's like that, why don't she just retire, do features here and there, and just chill?
It's such a good live performance.
Yeah,
that's her life. That's all she knows, though. Y'all gotta understand, like, that's all she knows from the rip. That's all she knows.
Because she has been in it for like years since.
For years, she started off. She was, I believe, she was an actor first.
No, she was.
I look at her like
she used to sing in her church first.
In a group.
Her dad was very.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I would say acting, then come years later. I look at
it like this. If you've been rapping for a long time, right? I look at it like this. If you've been rapping for a long time, right, and you're a millionaire off music, right, and you know, like, when times get rough or times get a little high, you like, yo, I can do a show and make $750,000. Let me get that. I'm doing that. So let me make these 5 hours I have in my Serato. You know what I mean? I already got it in my Serato. All right, let me make these 5 songs, turn it to an album, no matter what they sound like, and then go on tour. And then there we go. I look at it like that, because at that point, if I've been doing something for a long time, and I got a lot of fans, and I know if I want to quit meal real quick. All right, let me do that. Let me put this 4 album together, make it sound good. Let me go on tour. First thing they do, they go on tour. It's like every time they make an album, they go on tour. It's like a cycle. Every time Jay-Z make an album, a week prior he bring out tour dates. It's like, you know what I mean? So I look at it like that. So.
Well, they've got a whole they've got a schedule going that they've been doing for like decades, probably.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's been playing.
I still feel like that whole him cheating and everything was part of a business plan.
No.
Oh shit, nigga. How come
they cheated.
you
it would have been a. But hear me out. No. Hear me out. For real, it would have been a perfect business plan. You know what I mean? He cheated. All right, I cheated. Here's how we're gonna make money off my cheating. Right? He makes a whole album about him cheating. Then he makes 4 for 4, an entire album about him becoming a better man. Bam.
We still saying to the left.
And then they make music together, and then they show that we the Carters, nothing stopping us.
No,
it's good. It's a good narrative.
It's great.
They could have did that without him cheating.
They could have. It could have been. He could have not have cheated.
Bro,
we don't know. We're not
I'm
him.
guessing you ain't see that elevator. You ain't see that elevator fight.
They had passion.
You don't know what that could have been. That could have been anything.
No, bro.
Think how many times, girl.
That's a you fuck with my sister fight.
Yes, I'm about to say that, Chaz.
I saw you with Keisha the other day at the mall.
Yo, what's up?
She went,
I don't think he ever saw that before. No, that was a legit. Like that was.
Have you seen it?
You see, look.
I didn't see it, but I heard it.
You didn't see the fight?
You gotta see it.
I
see that.
Every minute of that.
You didn't see Watch the Throne. You didn't see the elevator fight. What do you do with your life?
What do you do without the Carters? Honestly?
I mean, around the time that was going on, I was in school, so I was just like, whatever. Go back to the schoolwork. Gotta get these grades. I was cut off from the world in college.
It's a what? Like a less than 5-minute clip. You ain't got less than 5 minutes to spare?
I took time out of my day.
If I didn't see it while I was on the toilet, I didn't see it.
Do you know who Virgil is?
Here we go. Do I know? I don't know.
No. All right. See, I'm not talking. No, when we mentioned Kanye West, Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Def Jam, you just sit down. That's what I want you to do. Just sit down and let the grown folks talk. Okay.
Anyway,
sit down.
Anyway, I feel like it was a great business plan. If it happened or it didn't happen, I don't know. I'm not in their personal life. But the way they marketed off of it was like very intelligent.
Yeah.
That's what my point was. Trying to play with me.
No, I got you. Yeah. you just the way
You're
you
so
got
crazy,
to your point, I don't like. I like your point. The way you got to your point, I don't like.
Yeah. Like I like the destination. I just don't like the path you chose.
Yeah, but we don't really know what's going on.
We can go to Philly. We can go to the Philly Museum, right? I just don't want to go through North Philly. You know what I mean? Let's take the highway. You know what I mean?
Go past it, right past it.
All right, well, that was our little round just potting segment. What was it? Round 1's definitely Young M.A. So we're just gonna move on straight to round 2. All right, so round 2. Talking about the contribution to hip hop rap culture. Now, this one, I would say, is a little bit controversial. It's a little bit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's very controversial. So, on one hand, you have Young M.A, who, in my opinion, is not like the first like butch rapper we have in hip hop, but she's the first openly expressive of it. Then so that opened up the floodgates, for every rapper, of the LGBTQ community to come out and embrace who they are as rappers. Saying she did, make moves in that way that made moves for them. Okay. Now, on the other hand, you got Megan Thee Stallion, who's empowering lyrics, according to Chaz.
Touching
who's empowering lyrics have motivated women to especially in today's day and age, like stand up for themselves and not feel, oppressed by, us males and our opinions and shit. So you got more women taking confidence in themselves, loving themselves for who they are and stand up for themselves. So I don't know, you can take that either way, so it's all about
so
like
who. I heard 5 shows. So who you got?
Honestly, if I had to choose, I would give it to Young M.A.
Yes, you do.
Okay, but why?
If I had to choose, if I had to choose, I got to choose. And the reason I'm choosing Young M.A is because like the impact of her being an open LGBT rapper in today's day and age. It's never been done before. I mean, there have been other rappers who have, been LGBTQ, but probably just weren't expressive about it. No.
Or suspect.
We didn't say this.
Yeah.
Oh, and suspect. We didn't say this last month because we were a bunch of ass niggas. But we didn't say Happy Pride last month, so Happy Pride to everyone. Happy belated Pride.
Happy belated Pride. Definitely. What was it?
Happy. Yeah, definitely. Definitely happy.
Terrible.
Happy to, you know what? I have to say this. Happy to people who does what they do,
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it's just good to see everybody's getting the freedom that they're owed.
That's their business.
A lot of people are able to do the things that they should be able to do under the country that says that we all have the freedom. It's good to see that people get their freedom now.
I don't know about any of these niggas walking around this shit, but I'm saying Happy Pride.
I wasn't walking around.
I said Happy Pride. I said Happy Pride, though. I said Happy Pride.
I'm just saying, like, that's their business.
I'm talking about Young M.A strap on and shit.
Wait a second. Wait.
Well, that's another thing she did too. What was it? But
hey, look what I have to tell you something before Border I say something about that.
No.
All right, he started right now. He started right now. Boom, boom. No. There he is.
I respect her because she's out front about it. She's like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. No. Hear me out. Because a lot of artists, especially male artists, are like behind the curtain and just, be who you are. Be upfront about it and be who you are.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? How long was it like Tyler the Creator?
Good job.
Nice comeback.
Uncanceled.
Anyway. Like Little Nas, like there's a lot of male artists that are low key suspect. If you are, just be real and say you are.
Frank Ocean's been out.
Or they just want it to be their business.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, don't make a song about loving women, but you don't love women. So it's like.
But that's their business, though.
Yeah, that's their business.
True.
You feel me? So who
not to mention too, what was it? I mean,
we judging, but who are we to judge anybody?
I get it's the business.
Because not everybody is as openly minded as us. You know what I'm saying? Someone comes out, they say they gay, they might get so much backlash and hate, from everybody.
It shouldn't be like that, though. It shouldn't be like that.
Because,
hey, look, we shouldn't get shot, for doing nothing by a police officer, but shit happens.
It happens.
That is true. Because I just think about this. Like when I listen to other artists like Sam Smith, you know what I mean? I know he's an openly gay artist. I listen to his music.
You gotta say that.
Maybe like Frank Ocean, if you want to use an example.
Okay, Frank Ocean. You know what I mean? When his one song, I remember when it first came out, everybody thought he was talking to a girl, and then we found out the truth because he puts it in it subtle. But I'm like, so what? It's a song about love. It's deep. It's a good song. I'm not gonna stop listening to it just because mad
people was singing that song.
They were.
And they found out,
and they were like, "Oh no, man!" They were like, "Nah, man." I'm like,
"I'm not going."
He says it once. Just change it from boy to girl. Bam. You don't feel no type of way about it anymore. But it's like at the end of the day, still a good song. He's still a great artist.
Right.
Just let him make his music the way he makes his music.
That's it.
It's just really funny because I just was watching this live. Young M.A did it in like January, and someone in her chat had asked her about her strap on, and she was like, "Yo, I think that was a nigga that asked me about that. Why did so many niggas want to know about my strap on?"
Yeah, what was it? Like,
You're always so weird.
Apparently, she has her own dildo out. Apparently, she said because she directs porn now.
Yeah. She's still in
porn.
Yeah. I'm so proud.
I'm
about to send her my resume.
Okay.
Videographer and
shit. Chase that bag. Oh well, fuck
it. Gotta wear a plastic apron while you're at work and shit, so you don't fly liquids.
I like the imagination, big bro. I know what you like to watch. I know what big bro like to watch. I know what he like to watch. I know what he like to watch.
I'm just thinking from working in factories, like water falling from the ceiling. Like it's good to have, like a plastic apron while random liquids are coming from all directions.
I got a quick story, right? So look, I got a quick story for y'all. Look, so I got injured. We supposed to play, I think, Louisiana State. I got injured though, and me and my brother and a bunch of my friends, just like 60 of us, we was watching the game on, I think it was ESPN 3. But we didn't have no TV. My man has Xbox. And I was like, yo, let me see the Xbox. He's like, all right, work. And for some reason, he tried to snatch the controller from me. I said, chill, bro. Just chill, I got it. But we tried to find a little live stream. We looked it up. Bro, you should see all his browser history. Everybody just start crying, bro. All you see is Pornhub. 1, 2, 3 movies.
That's why he tried.
White girl getting choked.
Man.
Yeah, white girl getting choked. 3 feet in the door.
He snatched the controller.
That's why he wanted to snatch
No
that
subtlety.
controller.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that shit's the worst. Like when someone's like, if someone knows a deep, dark personal secret, that's one thing. But if they see your browser history, like that'll kill you.
It would be real sad.
Like I'd rather you just find out like I'm a murderer, like on like my part time or some shit. Like,
damn. That's actually
that browser history dark. It gets dark in that browser history.
It does.
For real. Like, no matter what you say about yourself, your browser history reveals so much about you.
Yeah.
So y'all know if I die, take this computer and throw it, break it until there's nothing left.
Then we gonna be like, all right, fuck everything else. Let's see that browser history.
Oh, he a freak.
Shit. But like but getting back onto the topic, Young M.A, in my opinion, wins contribution to rap, based off, her opening the doors for, many rappers like herself, to be open and expressive about who they are. Not taking anything from Thee Stallion and the work she does, I agree with it. But in my opinion, Young M.A just means more to a lot more people.
I say the same thing. I'm on the same type of thing. Just more on the our last podcast, we was talking about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. How Nicki Minaj was the only girl putting up 30 in a park with all men. Right. I say the same thing with Young M.A. She's an extension of Nicki Minaj. A lot of females to this day not even rapping like that. Like how Young M.A. rapping bar heavy, focus on lyricism and stuff like that. So I give it to her just being unnormal in an environment where you got the Cardi B's, you got the Made in Tokyo, you know what I mean? You got the Cash Doll. She just come in. Of course, you got the Rap City, but she don't really get. It's like saying Tech Nine in a rap conversation. A lot of people gonna be like, I don't even know what that is. That's like saying Rap City. But when you say Young M.A, it's like, you know what I mean, bar. So I give it to her. She's another girl coming in park shooting 20 in the park full of all guys. You know what I mean?
But
you got the other girls, doing what they do.
And the difference is too, like Young M.A can stick up there with the guys too. So if a dude can put up,
that's
20,
what I'm saying. She 20, that's what I'm saying. She putting up 20,
Like, cause you gotta be dope to be on this. In my opinion, Young OG to be on the same track with Eminem.
Yeah, because these artists get to pick their features, who they want to be on their features, and then their music videos. So
I don't know. Logic made a song with Eminem.
Logic's fucking
Logic is lyrical. His points are boring, but he's a lyrical rapper.
You know who shocked me? That was on a feature with M, and I just recently found this out. R.I.P. my man's Juice WRLD.
Oh yeah.
I ain't even know that, and that video was so crazy. That video was so crazy.
Let's up.
That was Murder to Be. Some songs to be murdered by.
Music to be murdered by. Get it right.
He said some songs to be murdered to. I hate this nigga so much.
But
disrespectful ass.
Melodies to commit domestic abuse.
No disrespect. No disrespect to M though, but I think he just needs to. I think he's just too old for music videos right now.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I
really love that.
Dion getting hype. Dion getting hype.
Music videos right now. That Godzilla video. He just looks so old and like. I'm like, yo, bro.
Wasn't Dre in there?
Like no, Dre wasn't in it. I don't think Dre was in it. If he was, I didn't see him.
I mean, nobody say shit about Snoop and Birdman's old ass.
No disrespect, but ain't nothing against him. No, but he can still rap. But that music videos, bro, don't do it to yourself no more.
That's true, cause you ever
Don't
seen
do it
like
to
an
yourself
old ass?
because, like, bro, you old, bro. Like,
He started like limping
like,
and shit.
just make him. No, but that how he tried to take it back to how he used to make his videos. You feel me? Like M always had that creative.
I can't wait till we get to another Eminem segment.
And you can't do that no more because now you old and you just look crazy doing it.
Yeah, he can't squat as low as he did like the real Slim Shady.
Oh, I can't wait till we get into another Eminem segment.
Was Eminem YG the first battle of the I guess the semifinals?
We're gonna get to it. But
hey, guess what?
YG.
Guess what?
Yeah, we
guess what? Saying Megan Thee Stallion for this round.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Why you say that? Wait, what's the round topic? I don't forgot.
Contribution.
Contribution to rap culture. So
I forgot her. Was it her enthusiasm or her confidence?
Her enthusiasm? Her enthusiasm.
Go ahead, Chaz. What's your reason, Chaz?
I'd say, if anything, at her very worst, we can learn something from her experience with record companies. At her very worst. Ooh. At her best, she perpetuates an empowering, all that empowering shit that I said before for women.
So let's talk about that contract then. All right. So you said we can learn something about her, about that contract.
Any artist can learn. I don't want to be her.
Okay, but here's the thing though. Like now, she signed that deal when she was 20, right? And the only reason she said she signed the deal without looking at the contract is because her mom was broke.
And the jargon.
What was it? And she wanted
the legal jargon. She could not understand that. That's what she said in the interview.
Yeah, so like, not every artist can be her. You can be her if, you don't want to read over something that's going to control your life. Any life-changing decision, you think you would want to read over that. You know what I mean?
You could not understand it. She didn't, I don't think she had the money for a lawyer to even read it.
Okay, but you can simply you simply say, give me a couple of days to have somebody look over this. And if they say no, then then that's not the deal for you. Like, if they're like, no, you need to sign this now or no deal, without you knowing about it, I wouldn't want to sign it anyway.
Honestly, you could probably find a lawyer in the hood that took like one semester of like political science in college that could read that shit.
She could have easily made a deal. She could easily made a deal with any lawyer, but like, look, I'm set to be signed by a major label. You know what I mean? I can make this much money. Well, by a label at all. She said to be signed.
No, he can say that. He can say that. In Houston, that's a major label. He can say that.
Yeah. So my thing is this. There's plenty of lawyers that'll be like, all right, I see what it is. Let me look over this. We'll talk about payment. You know what I mean? They could have worked out a deal. They could have worked out a deal. Even if you like dead broke. I mean, the legal stuff that my family's going through, not part of this podcast, with my family being like the amount of money that we have, we were still able to find lawyers and make a way. You're always able to make a way. If she already had set in stone that she was going to get signed and make this much money, she could have made a way to be like, look, help me look at this before I sign it to make sure I didn't get screwed. All she seen was contract here. Let's go.
$15,000 signing bonus.
Circumstances is different though.
$15,000.
It's different circumstances. Because we don't know if they didn't have food. We don't know if they was out in their apartment. We don't know none of that. We just know that she just signed. Because I'm telling you right now, if I rap, right, and I ain't got nowhere to live, man, I'm living with my mom and dad, right? I'm living with my mom and my little sister. We ain't got nowhere to live. And I work at whatever I work at to do the rent. And somebody say, yo, I just listened to the video. I mean, $10,000. Hey, let me get that. I don't, come on, let me get that. I can stay in this house for at least 2 more years while I rap. So, like, circumstances,
Here's what I'm saying. Take that $10,000 signing bonus. Use at least $1,000 for a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? The moment you get that cash, look over the contract. I just signed this.
It's too late at that point, isn't it?
It's too late. After you sign it, it's too late. But she could appeal it, though. She could appeal it, can't she?
That's something you do.
That would have been a lot of work, though.
Her contract came with no appeal on it.
So she got set up. She got set up.
It's a legal name. It's a legal name. It's like an arbitrary. It's like it's like what NBA contracts sign where you can stay. You got to stay at NFL contracts where, because my brother signed one. You got to stay on the team you can stay up. They sign you for 3 years, but the team has a leisure to let you go without paying you the 3-year maximum, which you're supposed to be paid. It's a term. It's a lawyer term for that. But yeah, the NFL contracts are like that too.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you do 5.
Can't you
5 years. Go ahead.
I was saying, can't you Google these terms to find out what they mean? I mean, that's
maybe.
You can Google.
Maybe.
You can Google. Yeah, of course.
That's what I would do.
Of course, everything on public record.
Terrell
everything
disappeared.
on public record, but
shit, dude.
No, it ain't right.
Terrell's gone, guys. We lost him.
Yeah, he gone.
Right. We lost
but
him.
NFL got contracts like that. That's why you see a lot of people sign 4 years and then get dropped after 7 months. You're like, how you get dropped? It's like a clause in the contract where if the company decides to not move forward, we can let you go without paying you the money we owe you. But you sign that for an agreement. You know what I mean? You sign for that. So it is.
You sign for that.
She signed one of them.
I feel
it's different to where the NBA, if they was to let you go, you still gonna get paid all that money.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And it's 100% guaranteed. That's why the NFL.
That's the difference.
NFL.
Now, I don't know the full like, you know, extent of her contract.
Of course.
But you know, just like what she definitely should do is just use some of her money to invest into something else to make up the majority of her money from that. You know, off of her
diversify.
It's a bad deal, bro.
You know what I mean?
It's just a bad deal.
It is. It's a terrible deal. 9 to 1 is terrible.
Here's the thing. I feel like these stories though are not new in the slightest. Like these have been going on for decades. Like I remember hearing about like the Beatles, you know, and they made a lot of money for that time, but we don't really hear about all the money they made. You hear about all the money they could have made if like their manager made a better deal. If they lost so much money on merchandising. They did not make a lot of money on merchandising because they did not put that in their contract. So this is not new at all. Like record companies are going to make money off of you no matter what. You're still getting fucked either way. That's
why they sign you. I look at it's a double-edged sword though, because it's like you're a business, right? Obviously, it's to create more money for the shareholders, right? It's like to create money back. So in Megan Thee Stallion case, I kind of look at the other side. It's just like, if I take a young lady that don't really have a buzz and I invest $10,000 to her to fix herself up and I give her platforms, I book shows for her, I make sure she get on flights, I make sure she get into the right people. I know Jay Prince. He is associated with the 501. Jay Prince associated with Drake, Young M.A. I'm giving her looks that she's not privy to. I'm not sure that might be a good deal in my eyes. Like that might be a good deal. If I'm just taking a no name to a name and she just pop off. You know, I just say look at the other business side. It's just like on that end, it's just like I justify that. Like I just took this girl from Houston to New York she didn't have to know nobody. I was the player. And then on her end, it's just like I signed for 10, and then I make all this money within 6 months. Or I'm popular in 6 months. I'm like I'm the trending topic. It's just like, all right, where my bread at? Because I'm doing all this, and I ain't seeing no residuals. So it's just like, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword for me.
I really hope she diversified all the shit she made, because she could have, like all the merchandise or touring. I hope she makes money off of something.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, some of these companies should be more willing to, you know, give the artist more, because this person's making you money doesn't mean you keep majority of it. You should give her a bigger percentage than 1%.
Yeah, definitely.
They should at least give her 20% at least.
You just robbing that person at that point.
Imagine 20%.
I mean, I say 20% because, you know, like how he said, she was coming from nothing into this. 20% with allowing the contract to be renegotiated if she becomes a big hit. Within like a year or two, maybe 3. That way you could show the artist like, okay, I respect you as a person, but this is still my business. I'm willing to negotiate with you, but still say I'm going to make majority of the percentage of the income.
Yeah,
but I'm willing to give you more in the future.
Yeah, because at the same time, as an investor, you have to look at what you're investing in and seeing if they're going to put that same output that you're trying to put into them. You feel me? Like, if you're going to give somebody, like you're investing somebody $10,000, you want to make sure they're going to have a plan and set out the way you know your money's going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, that $10,000. Because if not, you're just throwing that money away.
Yeah, you business, yeah. Like, if you invest Yeah, you said it right. Like when billionaires invest in companies, they look at the financial statement. Same thing. Yeah, you look at the outcome.
Yeah.
You look at the outcome of things. But I think Big Real had Young M.A. I was on the line between both because I did like Chad's point where we all know a lot of people get robbed, but for some reason, Megan Thee Stallion, her getting robbed was just kind of like everybody know of. Like my little sister,
it was like the Grinch that stole Christmas.
Yeah.
Like they took everything, even the roast beef.
Right.
30% is a lot.
Okay, now he want to come back. Okay.
What you said?
No. But no, I had Young M.A. I had Young M.A. I didn't want to get on both of the lines. You had Young M.A. Chaz had Megan Thee Stallion, and then Border Eye. And
just to shake shit up.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm gonna say Young M.A. only because with Megan Thee Stallion, me personally, I feel that her message is something I didn't hear before. I mean, I heard it with Nicki, I heard it with Cardi. I feel like it's just in her own way. Young M.A., I feel like her message, especially with this time period that we're in, is taking off more and allowing more, rappers to be like open to who they are. And she also like her lyricism is like a whole new different type of. It's really, really good.
Different.
So, quick question: are you saying Megan doesn't allow her fans to express themselves, or want her fans to express themselves? Cause
I feel like I have like her message, like her and what she stands for. I've seen it before. You know what I mean? It's something that's like, okay, I've seen this before. Your delivery, I heard it before. It's good. All right, cool. But I heard this before. I heard it from Nicki. I heard it from Cardi. Give me something new. Young M.A. brings something new to the table.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Young M.A. brings something new to the table.
Come on, hand.
Did you guys see the YouTube video of Young M.A? There's this thing that Viceland does. It's called like Noisy or something, like a part of Viceland.
Yeah. I see that.
And it's her therapy session with dude. That was like really intense. Like, I got real sad talking about that. Like listening to her talk about her brother and stuff.
Yeah.
Who Young M.A? Oh,
yeah. And it's really in-depth stuff like that makes me relate to her more. Like Megan Thee Stallion could be just like a figure to me. If I hadn't like watched her interviews and see her as a person, I would think she's just like some, like not an industry plant, but some just like plastic. Whereas Young M.A is so raw, and you see where, and you know what? Megan Thee Stallion's mom died. Like you see that, you hear that pain in her, like Terrell said before. But like it's something about like Young M.A, like hearing about the lows in her life, how she goes to drinking and
she's
like
sick
smoking.
Of it.
Yeah, trying to be numb. You hear it in her album and stuff. I am on the
same
fence.
Shit every day because she hears. Well, she's been seeing it and living it every fucking day of her life.
And she really likes
that goes back to living in the streets.
I mean,
like I was saying earlier.
I know her favorite drink now, though.
Oh my God.
I look at it like this.
It's Hennessy.
Oh my God.
Good for you.
I look at it like this. As far as like they bring up, it's always gonna be different. But you can always tell the label act control versus the independent act.
Right.
Because the independent act is going to give you more, regardless if they're from the street or not. They're just going to give you more because they have to stand on themselves. They can't. They don't have backing when they want to put out apparel. They don't have backing from the labels to say, all right, we're gonna get your shirts on Foot Locker. You know what I mean?
Right.
We can just get in more. Like even though, because my man's. I always forget this name. name. We just talked about it. He just battled. He battled YG.
Oh, Davies.
Always look at Davies. I always forget his name. But he's from the streets. He's from all that.
Yeah.
But we just can't tap into his actual life because he's a label act. So we don't really know the personals of him. But then a YG, we know, like we put it on the sleeve. It's like those aspects. It's just the independent artists. We're just gonna get more from them. We're just gonna get more from them because they gotta stand on them. We gotta stand on them. You know what I mean?
Right.
They have more freedom to tell their story and about the story of who they are.
Before I knew Davies was obviously, of course I knew him, but like soon as he had his record deal with Nas, Def Jam, I seen him on Foot Locker in the ad. You know what I mean? When Meek Mill got signed to Rick Ross, that didn't happen. Nah, them niggas was on a boat and he gave him a watch.
Took
and
him
it
right
took him
out,
some
yeah.
time. It took him some time to get up to that point. You know what I mean? To the Puma deal. So I look at it like that. That's why the Megan Thee Stallion and the Young M.A is always going to be like the label acts and the independent, because it's mostly what it is. These verses is always the label act for some reason, and the versus the independent.
Yeah,
and I always go with the independent. Yeah, exactly. It's like they limited. Once I want to talk about, yo, I've been through the projects and sold these drugs, I'm about to do a whole album based off that. It's like, nah, with your last album, you was talking about the race and how your chain cost $200,000. No. We got to stick to that because we had we sold 100,000 units.
Right.
I'm not sure you're not gonna sell 100,000 units talking about your struggles. So let's hold on for a night let's hold on until after this contract up, and then you know what I mean?
That's real shit, because that's exactly how I felt Megan was like when she dropped her music. Like she didn't get a chance to do that. Like it was just whatever her label wanted, which was all that hype shit. They wanted to make the money, and they got what they what they wanted. They got 30% off the top of everything.
But I'm sorry, Chaz, but Megan Thee Stallion didn't win this round. I'm sorry.
I know. I had to make my point. No,
yeah.
I feel seen.
That's what I'm saying. I might have to go with Young M.A too, because this is the fact that you can tell that she wants to be independent and on her own, her own shit.
I agree.
And then to where the fact that Megan Thee Stallion, she's trying to go all out. She, no matter if she's in the industry or she wants to be independent, I'm thinking like she might come to a point in her career to where she might just say, forget it, I want to be independent, and that's going to start her all over again.
But she just signed with Rock Nation. So.
Yeah. So,
which is kind of
there's no she signed with Rock Nation, there's no independency coming there. Mm-hmm. There's none at all. They might,
she probably have more creative control over the content.
They definitely gonna hear her
out. No. I was saying the opposite. I think Rock Nation you get a little bit more breathing room. You get a little bit
more companies. Yeah,
definitely. You get a little bit more breathing room.
Rock Nation doesn't have too much to lose versus 1501. You know what I'm saying? If Megan doesn't perform for 1501, they don't get, their money to do better artists. For Rock Nation, Rock Nation got artists for days who got platinum albums. So, one flops.
Baseball players, they got the whole thing.
Yeah, but Young M.A, you can tell she's just grinding out to where she just doing commercials, whatever it is, to get that bag.
Yeah.
Because she definitely don't want to go back to that lifestyle. You can tell.
I mean, look,
I don't blame her
for it.
But you can tell in some of her songs, like when she focused on just talking about nothing but females in her rap, I feel that like that's her escape from the streets and all that other bullshit. And that's what she really be talking about, what she's going through right now.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with all that. I mean, what was it? So this is a clear Young M.A round 2. Chaz, we gave her some props, so.
Thank you for giving her flowers. I really thought I was about to have to fight you niggas and pull up at through a brick through your window.
By the way, I haven't given Megan Thee Stallion any flowers yet, but that's
you haven't, so I see you.
What was it? All right, so let's go straight into the last round. Round 3. Talking about longevity, so talking about the careers that they've had so far versus what we think they're going to have in the end. Now, Megan Thee Stallion, however, I don't know, she got a little bit up in this round because, she is that higher mainstream level than Young M.A right now. So she can blow a lot faster than Young M.A can. She's
honestly, I think she already
yeah, she
is right now.
So what was it? So if we're talking about, their careers, like Young M.A hasn't won any awards. Has Megan won an award yet?
Megan won any awards? She won
She just won one.
She just won one.
Yeah.
All right. So she's got one award on her belt.
No,
That's
BET. The
She's got
BET
multiple-
awards.
No, wait.
She's got like at least 3.
Pause. She won 2 BET awards. One one being
Terrell, I sent you the stats, nigga.
2 being BET Hip Hop Awards. She won a MTV award for a music video, and she also won an award for Billboard Woman in Music Award.
All right, so
she's got multiple awards. I think like 4 or 5.
All right, I go out. This goes back to the conversation about what we said about getting too comfortable. I got too comfortable with the show, so I just stopped doing like a lot.
You and Beyonce, nigga.
But what was it?
OG, you on mute. I hope you know.
Don't worry, Young M.A has no awards at all.
Dion, we cannot hear you.
Nominated.
Well, what was it? Now, if you had to talk about like who you think was going to go farther, right? Now, in my opinion, I want to give it to Young M.A, right? Because, like we all know that, being independent can lead you to so many different avenues. Like, look at how Nipsey Hussle, Tech Nine, like these guys, started, everything themselves, and they pushed themselves to a level that, and a level of comfortability that most mainstream rappers don't even seem to get. Right. So it could work out in her favor, but that doesn't always work out for everybody. But I see it could possibly happen for her. Yeah, but Megan, I don't know. Like, Megan's already got that mainstream status. She's already got that.
Got a different type of team around her that's been in the industry for years. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so with her already being at that level, all she has to do is change the music up just a little bit if she wants to attract a different crowd, or if she wants to continue sticking to the ratchet crowd, which is a very popular crowd to play into.
She's got that party music.
But hold on, look at the era we live in though. Party music is the wave. You know what I mean? Like, lyrical rappers don't get the shot. Exactly. Everyone wants to drink,
smoke weed, everything get fucked up.
No, shoot, fucking heroin up during music videos and shit. I've seen it happen. But
drugs are bad, kids. Stay away from them.
Exactly. Just give them to me. But yeah, so Megan, all she has to do is switch this style of music around depending on the crowd she wants to pander to. You got a legend in the making.
My thing is, it's as far as Megan winning, it's not where you start, it's how far you get into. She can blow up really quick and burn out very easily. Right. But here, on the other hand, with Young M.A, she may get so into her, high and mighty independent bag, she may refuse some opportunities that would end up having, like, projecting her career further.
Well, it's not that she refutes any opportunity that comes her way. Someone tell Dion his mic is still off. I don't know if he knows.
I don't know if he knows.
But
let's hear you, King.
But what was it? Like, Young M.A, like she only doesn't take deals that she doesn't feel comfortable with. Like the Empire deal. Like, I think that deal was probably worth millions, but she turned it down because, like they were trying to promote her as a different character.
She wanted to be the what's her name?
Betty.
Yeah,
some
big
bars or
Frida.
Gats. Frida Gats. Yeah, Frida Gats.
Yeah, Frida.
Frida Gats.
Yeah, she was gonna.
Ain't that from
Empire? She was gonna. She was originally gonna play Frida Gats, but
wait, who? Oh,
Young M.A.
Young M.A. Yeah, she was.
What an alternate universe.
That's another reason. Didn't they bring her on the show?
I think they tried to bring her on, but she didn't want to do it because like they wanted to bring her on as a whole nother character. She wanted to be brought on as a guest character.
She said, I'm not, because I remember watching the interview. I believe she did an interview about it, and she said she didn't want to be an actor. That's not what she wanted to be. She wanted to be a rapper and full-time rapper. She didn't want to be like all these other artists that are taking on multitask offers and stuff like that. And
that's what I mean.
She's like, I just want to focus on rapping and being a rapper.
That's low-key what I mean about missing opportunities that could catapult you further into your career. But
I don't know
if it works for her, she'll do it because she just signed some deal with a publishing company. I don't think it was about no book or nothing, but they were going to like publish like mainstream stuff for her.
Well, you know what? Now we don't know what's the real name of Frida Gatz. We only know her as Frida Gatz now.
It's a rapper. It's another rapper they hired to portray the character.
Exactly. We don't know her actual name.
Well,
now
on
we
top
know
of
Frida
that,
Gatz, so we may not know.
On top of that, how many do we really know the artists from that show as their actual artist name or by their character name?
Nigga, that's what I just said.
That's what she just said. You ain't paying attention.
No, I was trying to say that, but I ain't giving
first
it
episode he's already caught on.
Anyway, I feel like that was a good move out of her not doing that because that would have ruined her image.
Her name is Breezy.
I would say
Philly?
it would have ruined her image.
Yeah, because think about it, like, you know, majority of the people that listen to hip hop, there's two different types of people that listen to rap music. There's people that listen to just the mainstream. They don't really know about a lot of the artists that you don't hear on the radio and stuff like that. And there's people like majority of us who dive deep into the lyrics and to the artists that are independent, that's not on the radio, that you don't really hear about. You know what I mean?
You're not one of them.
Well, I'm starting to switch over because that is true. Because majority of the people I ever heard about in my life was by word of mouth from other people on school campus, people I run into. They're like, oh, listen to this person, listen to this person. You know what I mean? The best way to advertise your music. But the thing is, you know, Young M.A is not a person that everybody's going to talk about. She's one of those really great lyricist artists that's not in the mainstream game.
Did you know who she was before we discussed her?
I heard of her only because of the Ooh song.
That's what. All right, so that's the only thing that really brung her out and made her known.
Oh, the Chirac.
It was Chirac, yeah.
Was it Chirac?
Because Chirac.
I think the Ooh really made her notice.
Who made her notice on a worldwide scale?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
She
went viral during Chirac.
I think Megan was already known from Instagram.
Oh, I know.
Freestyle and on Instagram as a teenager. Like that's what brought her out and got her notice. So
I mean,
that's crazy.
To say Young M.A wasn't known before Ooh would be, in my opinion, that'd be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because that'd
be wrong. Now that is wrong. You said it right. That's wrong. She did a complex.
But I'm speaking on the people who are not like major hip hop heads. For natural people who listen to whatever pops in their ears because they heard it at the restaurant or at the grocery store or on the radio on the way to work. Ooh was like that first one that, you know what I mean? Oh, who is this? I thought it was a guy. Oh, it's a girl. Oh, snap, she dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You thought Young M.A was a guy?
Yeah, I was just saying.
I first heard
you know, we got a fourth round in here? Do we have a fourth round in here?
I almost missed that for a sec.
I turned my head like I heard it. Now she's a guy. Hold on.
I wanted them to finish.
To be 100, when I was, you know, closed-minded and, you know, disrespectful. No, back when I first started college, when I was closed-minded and completely, you know, disrespectful to the world. When I first heard Ooh, I was like, what, this is a girl? Because I didn't have the way they were talking, the way the person was talking, I thought it was a guy. Not because some dudes have voices like that. Not every dude has bass in their voice. Look at me. I don't have bass in my voice.
I'm not gonna lie, my dad when I played.
Let me get this right.
What?
Did she say I go? She said, ooh, you thought that was a guy.
Yeah. That's what's
based on the verses.
Like what?
Based on what she talked about.
Nah.
Based on what she talked about and how she talked about it, I thought it was a guy.
My dad thought it was a guy.
Wait. I gotta stop you right there, bro.
Have you ever been in a room with a stud before and not heard them talk?
That's a fact.
I gotta stop you right there.
We went to the same school.
Again, listening to it through the speakers, I wasn't thinking it was a guy because I was listening to not just the voice, but what they were talking about. So my disrespectful, closed-minded behind thought it was a man until I seen what they look like.
I want to find the cave you were living in, yo. I need to see this fucking cave.
I was deep in the cave, bro. I was completely blinded to everything.
What speakers was those?
Huh?
speakers
First of all, what guy is going out there and going, ooh, on the damn track?
You never know.
First of all, if any guys out there going, ooh, on the track, please don't put that shit out there.
Yeah.
Look. This was also around the time when I first started.
So, quick question.
You would not imagine some of the things that you hear a lot of local artists do on their songs. So I wasn't surprised when I heard it, and I thought it was a guy. I get y'all. Okay.
So she sounded nothing like Lecrae.
Stop.
You sounded nothing like Lecrae?
I was performing everywhere. I was performing in like low-key clubs deep into Philly and stuff like that. So some of these people that come on stage, I'm like, what is this? You know what I mean? It's not stuff you would listen to. I would never forget this one guy who performed. All he was doing was screaming. You would think he was a rock and roll person, but he was.
Picture Rob in
he's
like
wearing
a cafe
tight.
in Philly.
He was
wearing
no. I'm not done yet. This dude was the highlight of the show. He was wearing Dragon Ball Z yoga pants and chains and jumping around.
Denzel Curry.
I don't know what his name is, but I was just like,
no lie, bro, no lie. All those sides.
But you was there listening to it, though.
Because I had to go up after him, and I'm just like,
yo, I'm thinking Dragon Ball Z stuff. I'm thinking Flying Nimbus. You know, like.
I'm worried. Rob would not know Denzel Curry if he saw him.
I don't know
listen. You said just say yes or no, boy. You said you was listening to the lyrics rather than the voice, right?
Yeah, I was listening to the lyrics, and that's what made me thought it was a guy based on the lyrics.
Okay, cool. Wait. One of the first bars she says, "Yeah, I'm pretty but I'm loco."
Okay, light-skinned niggas say that all the time. They call themselves pretty boys.
I'm pretty but I'm loco.
What?
He's like, we got another one here. We got another light skin here to refute that. Like,
because I'm used to I'm used to like coming from an area where light skin dudes are labeled as pretty niggas.
Wait, bro, this is exactly what he said. He said that you say, "Yeah, I'm pretty, but I'm loco." That's what he just said.
Like, first of all, I'm not going on no track as a man.
Okay, to my defense,
like, no, I'm not doing
I'm
that.
pretty, but I'm loco.
Yeah, there was a whole group called Pretty Ricky. There was a whole group called Pretty Ricky.
I knew it. They called him Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, and one of them, I believe, one of them are gay.
Oh yeah, I think that's
really?
What it is.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because hearing all the songs that they come up with, I'm surprised.
They did R&B though, bro.
But still, you know what I mean? But still,
that's different.
I mean,
I'm talking about a rapper.
I'm sorry, like, I just want to sit down with you and just listen to music and just hear your reactions to it. Like,
I'm afraid of Rob on drugs.
He listened to me feel like that sounds just like Mozart.
No.
Yo, this is a beautiful composition.
Oh my god.
No, I gotta go.
Y'all funny.
Nah, but let's say my piece before I got Young M.A for longevity because I think Chad said it. Her steam mic can be, we know major acts steam can go down. We've seen it without. I just want to. What's the Lil Nas X? We seen his steam go down. Like we don't hear nothing from him no more. Industry act where you got we still say Tech Nine name. We still say that the Meek Mill. He don't got a song on the radio all the time. Kind of industry. Atlanta Records is like kind of independent, but they just keep going. Young M.A keep going. You know what I mean? Like she got a video on YouTube that hit like over 100 million views. She don't got a song on the radio, but it's still, you know what I mean? It's still
that's progress. The crazy thing. That is a crazy point to where Megan has been known for fucking everything in the music industry. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just
she was on like that's crazy. She made a mixtape Fever in 2019. But before that, she had released 3 EPs in 2017.
Fever was not a whole album, it was just an EP?
It was her first full mixtape.
Her first full mixtape.
Yep. Everything else was ETs or EPs.
I would buy Fever right now.
Make It Hot, Tina Show, and Sugar. They were all EPs.
Like a whole vinyl record of Fever.
Terrible.
I would frame that.
I mean, what was it? Fever.
Yeah,
I didn't mind Fever. You know, I didn't mind Sugar.
She might be the only. That's why I think I'm gonna give it to Megan in this one, because she might be the only artist out there that has went viral on fucking TikTok.
No, Drake did too, and Jason Derulo.
Yeah, but I think she dropped Savage way before they went viral on TikTok.
I think Savage is doing better numbers than the other ones, because Jason Derulo song.
Savage created a whole meme.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying though. That's why I think that where Drake and them took part afterwards.
She's doing 10 times the better numbers, and like everybody.
That's crazy. I said what?
Jason Derulo, people use just the instrumental. They take his lyrics out when they use his song, and then Drake's. It's like it's there, but it's not everywhere. I know Fortnite, they have a whole little thing where they play Drake's song.
But she
cool.
started that shit. I think
she definitely
started that shit, because
we should have talked about that in the contribution.
What artist?
I mean, I'm not really big on the whole like apps, being big on
I'm not either.
Because like before it was TikTok, it was Vine, and someone would come out with something every week that was the most viral thing.
I heard because I watched 85 South Show and shit. So DC was saying, DC Young M.A was saying, yo, you really gotta be good at cutting the film down, breaking it down to how you want it, and then posting it to where Vine, you only had like 10 seconds. I don't even know what it was.
I think it's like 6 seconds.
It was like,
and you do what you gotta do, and then you post it. There was no editing the video at all.
Well, wasn't there? Because I mean, King
maybe little edits, but you wasn't chopping and screwing the video and then putting it how you want.
There's too many white kids on TikTok. I'm over it.
TikTok helps you though. TikTok really does.
I was thinking about doing that shit, because my all-time thing, like my girl said that, she's like, you ain't funny. I was like, but you might not think that, but other people think I'm funny. So I was like, I want to try to be a comedian. I was like, I know it's probably going to be hard to write my scripts when I go on stage, because honestly, like I was telling Chaz and Terrell in my interview, like I was like, I got kind of a stage fright thing. So like doing this podcast thing is trying to break me out of my shell. To feel me, you feel me?
You had it.
Get me out of that.
They didn't tell us nothing about this.
We did ask it. We did ask it.
Yes,
that's okay.
Yeah,
never mind.
This is what I'm talking about.
We did though, but okay.
I think.
When is everyone free to just?
He did. They did though. They did. It's in the chat. It's definitely in the chat.
See, is this your king? Is this your king right here?
I'm lost. I'm lost to what happened.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay, bro.
And I was at work.
Huh?
We gonna separate.
Where you taking me?
Were you taking me?
But nah.
Were you taking me?
Our podcast gonna be a Christian rap battle league. You know?
That's not gonna get enough.
Battle with Loto.
Y'all gonna get 2 views a month.
I know one Christian rapper right now. That's it.
I'm just here for the ride.
Lecrae is that shit, yo.
Sometimes. Some of the songs.
Sometimes.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I wanted to do this platform, to get out of my shell and shit like that.
Yeah.
And try to eventually. I do want to be a comedian. I think I can be pretty good at it. But
TikTok, I hope
but TikTok could be another form of me starting. Stepping on that stage of being a comedian. I want to try to do it, but I was like, man, a lot of kids be on this shit.
There's something nasty.
Just do like little things of your just do like little stuff of your daughter, because she's hilarious as it is.
Yeah.
Every time I'm playing the game,
she's already got a YouTube page, so
Oh shit!
I shared that on Facebook.
Just help her with little TikTok videos because she's bro. Every time I'm playing the freaking game with his wife, all I hear is her in the background. Who's this? Mommy, it's Native. I'm just
That's
like,
why I told her. I was like, we could possibly do a whole family TikTok.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely want to do that.
Cause y'all a whole
But they my girls, I believe she camera shy. Like when it comes to pictures, I don't think she camera shy. But like when it comes to recording and shit like that, like how you were saying around in the text messages, like you was we was trying to find a voiceover for an advertisement, and you was like, Zaria is not doing that. Like she would laugh every 3 minutes. Like that's how my girl is. Like she would laugh, but there will be a time we probably run about an hour or something if we was doing something to where she would take it serious and be like, okay, I got it.
Zaria said she'll do it, by the way. Because she got upset with me. She was like, why you don't take me serious? I'm like, because every time when I try to record you for schoolwork, that's what would happen. I think Chaz, did we record her for something before?
We did.
Yeah, you seen how it was.
She got there in the end. Shit.
Yeah, but then she was like, oh, I'll do it. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. We'll do it then.
I'll talk to y'all more about that once we get done this episode, actually, because we actually don't need to record anything for that. It's already being taken care of.
But for my longevity, I got yeah. I think I said it earlier. Young M.A.
I see Young M.A. too.
Yeah, for the people in the back, i.e. Chaz, I said it.
All right, so I'm going. I said
Megan.
Yeah, I'm going Megan.
I'm saying Megan because I feel like she has more backing, only because she has the company behind her, and I feel like
all she gotta do is just do a bit of tweaking, and
and because like right now she gets more of a mouth to mouth advertisement more.
Okay, all right. I was gonna wait till you finish that.
You a nasty white boy, Rob.
I'm not white.
You a nasty white boy.
What is that?
You're like a melanin.
Oh my God, you are so fired.
Word of mouth. That's what it's called. Word of mouth. My bad.
Mouth to mouth, huh?
She has more of a word of mouth advertisement than Young M.A. does. You know what I mean? Because a lot of women talk about her. She's all over, different apps. She's more viral than Young M.A. is. But,
she is.
So I'm
where Young M.A. is, like I said, she's only been in commercials. Like she's been in the Google Pixel 2 commercial. Yeah. She's been in the Dre Beats commercial. She also, a lot of people probably don't know this, but she also performed with Alicia Keys.
I mean, Chris Brown was in the commercial too. Then he beat up Rihanna. Then they took it down. So,
why? You're fired. You're fired. It's just gonna be me and Sheen doing this podcast.
You're crazy, yo.
So wait, Megan Thee Stallion won his round?
No.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean,
that's the sound.
I'm gonna give it to her
because
Young M.A.
won the battle. Young M.A. won the battle. She won. Yeah.
This was
like I think she gonna be. Her career is gonna be longer in the future.
Yeah.
It's gonna be more substantial. It's gonna be more substantial.
Always gonna be 2-1. Always gonna be 2-1 for me. I did not think it was gonna be the other direction.
And when her contract
category,
when her contract ends. I think when her contract ends, she's going to have some of the knowledge now to be like, all right, contract is about to end. Time to make new moves.
Okay, I said before,
she might take it, and we might not know what she
Rock Nation.
Rob is just
like she just signed to Rock Nation, so she just got a new contract.
Rob is just the
I missed that part.
No time soon. Like we said, like 10 minutes.
So this is a new contract with new writing. Okay, so new things are probably about to happen. She's probably going to get more.
They typed it out. They didn't write it out.
You never know.
Typed it out.
Yeah, so
contract.
Huh? No, she's about to get more independence. I can tell you that much. I guarantee the next album. No, she ain't gonna be no 4 for 4. But
I was just about to say it might be your 4. Why y'all keep saying it?
Look, man, those always come in handy. I'm telling you, when you're really hungry.
Hell yeah. Not sponsored, but
give me a 4 for 4.
Yo, but don't they support white people?
Wait. Because I think Dion just, called us bougie or something.
Bad food is for poor people.
I am poor, nigga.
That's it right there.
We all
Fuck your
poor.
bougie ass attitude,
we
sir.
Middle class.
All right.
I am poor. Are you kidding me?
I'm not poor.
I'm sorry. The person who just said they shopped at Foreign Mills cannot call another person poor. All right. Because it wasn't Saks Fifth Avenue. It's not Saks Fifth Avenue. It's not.
Yeah, right? If you're going to flex on me, flex harder than that.
Wait, let's stop all this. Because some of the richest people are wearing basic Walmart clothes, okay?
That's how they stay rich.
That's
you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry.
Zuckerberg only wears sweatshirts.
Talk at Walmart, which he owned, but go ahead.
But again, I'm never going to knock For My Mills because they be having some name brand stuff that I can wear.
For my mills.
I thought I was the only one that heard it.
For my mills. For my mills. I ain't shopping at no For My Mills. I don't know what that is. That sound like I'm about to go work.
I thought my computer lagged for a second.
Because now
I'm about to go.
4 months.
I'm about to go work in the field for hours.
I can see doing the commercial now, like, with stretch doors.
For my mills.
For my mills.
For my mills.
Put in your refund check.
Not a mercy.
Oh my God.
Send me your $1,200.
Wrap it up, man. Wrap this thing up, man.
For my mills, though.
Oh God.
I think he contact high.
What was it? I think we all have, agreed that while Megan Thee Stallion is a great artist, Young M.A is definitely taking this round, so she is our winner for episode 9 of the FRL tournament.
Yeah, sir.
She's doing a lot better
against Cardi, right?
Actually, she will be going up against either Game or Meek Mill. But I don't see. Here's the thing, though. See, I don't want that to be because that could be a little bit one-sided. So depending on who she's going up against.
Either way, it's going to be one-sided. I think.
Not really. I mean, I can tell right now against Meek Mill.
What?
She probably
Wait. What?
No, I'm saying Young M.A versus Meek Mill is a clear, it's a clear win for me. But against Game, is that out of context?
That's not a contest either.
Yeah,
it's not fair either way. I don't think.
I mean, Game isn't,
fair.
I think her and Game are on the same lyrical.
Hell no.
What?
They don't have. I'm not saying that they talk about the same shit. I'm just saying, like, the delivery. It's the delivery. It's the delivery.
Wait a minute. No.
You
can order from any pizza place. They all deliver the same.
Right now,
but there's always a difference in the quality.
Oh God, Rob's bars.
What? What you mean?
All right.
I didn't even know you knew what a metaphor was, Rob. Good for you.
All right,
sleeping on the wrong way.
I digress.
Look, I'm gonna say my opinions when we get back to these semi rounds, and because I can see right now this is probably gonna be a long debate between Young M.A and those other two. So next episode, episode 10, come back and watch us as we debate Game versus Meek Mill.
It's 10.
It is 10, yeah, because this is 9.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah.
Ask Devon if it's 10.
No, it's the Beast.
The Beast.
The Beast. What was it? So, episode 10, Game versus Meek Mill. Please come back and watch us. As you guys have been seeing all across the screen, our URLs for all of our social media are right here. So please like and subscribe to any one of them or all of them. Show your support. As usual, please go check out any of the other YouTube pages that our co-hosts have. You guys want to plug them real quick?
What?
Your YouTube channels.
They gonna watch it. If they watch it, if they don't, they don't. It's all good.
Hey,
wow, what a great businessman.
All right. Ain't nobody got anything want to shout out real quick?
I mean, I'm gonna shout y'all out for bringing me onto the team.
All right, facts, sir. No, thank you for joining the team again.
Everybody.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say this is the first
we really
time.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
What you say, Rob?
just having Border Eye here, it wasn't really. I think he's the reason our numbers are low.
Now let Rob speak. What were you saying, Rob?
Border Eye.
The numbers is, he got his numbers off.
Yeah, well,
Rob was definitely gonna say something, then y'all really shitted on him, but
we forgot.
No, I'm still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for the knock on the door, and it's a summons because I've been served because I harassed him to the point where now he needs to take medication every day.
You really think I'm gonna do something like that? You obviously, I didn't tell you about my childhood, man. I lived with a dad.
Do it. Bring out your 444.
I've been cracked on all my life for the things I didn't even understand. I was called fat when I had a 6-pack. I could never understand that.
What a flex. What a fucking flex.
Bro, I didn't understand. I'm like looking in the mirror like I'm chiseled.
Do
and then,
we in the podcast are going on this dude?
The dog is laughing at you in the background.
Nah, but I was gonna say,
like this nigga lying.
This nigga is lying.
This is the first
got
time.
right up.
What?
The dog. He said, look at the dog. The dog got up as soon as he started talking about having a 6-pack and started laughing at you.
Go on my Facebook. Go back to like my high school pictures. You'll see.
Is that before or after you had hair?
That was
to go to your Facebook and go check out your pictures.
That was when I had hair.
No, thank you.
But anyway, I was gonna say, this is the first time I was able to have a full conversation with Sheem and understand everything he said.
No, thank you.
Yes, because I would never forget when I first.
Man, when I get on the game.
Because when we were already playing the game, he's like, "Man, I'm getting shot at." I'm like, "What?"
oh yeah.
He's cooked.
I was saying, are you on the come down or are you you at peak level? Of being high at that point.
I don't know.
I was tired, bro. Tired and high.
That's not a good feeling. It's always feeling. And you can't go to sleep if you really want to.
Nope.
I don't know that feeling at all. Annoying feeling. I don't know what it's like though.
Well, it's like when you drink 2 Coors Lights and you swear you're the drunkest guy in the room. That is
crazy.
Water beer, okay? That is water beer.
It's crazy watching Rob get drunk.
Every beer is water.
You ain't never seen me. Wait, did you see me drunk?
I have seen you drunk.
We went to your birthday party, your New Year's Eve party.
He was lit.
I would be like half a pint of vodka and not feel anything, and then he's like 1 beer in and giggling in the corner.
And it's a light beer too.
Crazy.
No. What happened was yesterday, my sister-in-law made jungle juice, right? So I'm drinking it because I'm thinking it's juice. I'm like, oh, this is good. I'm eating. I stood up. I was like, wait a second. What just happened?
You was drinking sitting down.
Yeah, I stood up. I couldn't walk straight.
That happens with anything you drink, honestly. As soon as you stand, that's like when you stand up too fast and you get lightheaded.
But the thing was, it's like I didn't really taste the alcohol in the juice.
Yep.
But then it just hit me. It was so delicious. And then her sister's like, oh, give him another cup. I'm like, nah, because then I would just start talking secrets. I'll get in trouble. I was already talking too much.
I'm gonna bake you cookies with like tabs of acid in there just so I can see how you react to it.
Save me one.
Man, don't do that. I ain't about that life.
See, you never do the stuff I want on my birthday, Terrell.
Well, first off, I ain't get shit, but Melody got a really nice gift basket, Well,
yeah, because I like her more.
I'm just saying though, right? Just fairness. I never even got a card. I got a dry.
I hate giving cards. If it helps, like my mom didn't get a card.
I feel like birthday cards are pointless. Why are you giving me a card?
They're commercial. I tell you how I
first
feel.
of all,
birthday cards at least say I was thinking of you. All right.
But I got her a gift. I was thinking about her.
I mean, I like birthday cards.
Hand me $20. I'm good.
Y'all be right back.
Memorable, but at the end of the day, like, why the fuck are they so damn expensive?
That's a fact. We can really spit right now.
On the damn card, like what?
We can really spit right now.
$15, $20.
I'm like this. If you're gonna give me something, give me something. If you're just gonna hand me money, just hand me money. Don't waste your money on a card. Just don't do it.
Sure, I'll cash app you $20 right now. I will cash app you. Or I'll give you an Amazon gift card or something.
I don't want no fucking Amazon gift card.
Yeah. Just
what
give
do
me
you
a gift
want?
card.
What do you want, nigga?
Wait,
when's Terrell's birthday?
Yeah,
like
November.
Oh. Man, why are we talking about this now? It's so
my birthday is September.
You know what? Mine is not far from yours, nigga.
I'm like the child who just found their parents. Like I'm old. Like I'm old around.
Mine's September.
See, now we got
September as well.
Now we plotting.
Wait, so we got 2 Septembers, a December, a November. I forget when Dion's birthday is.
He left.
He went to go eat.
He's not getting
nothing.
I think
he went to go eat. So he went to go get something to eat.
Man, I had for breakfast leftovers from yesterday and a piece of cake, and
I took home leftovers from I had my cousin had a surprise birthday party yesterday.
Oh no. Yo, I took leftovers in the middle of the party. I dropped them off home and came back.
Damn.
Because I knew.
Worse.
Did you guys social distance, Rob?
Huh?
Did you guys social distance?
I wore a mask.
We all were. I was outside the whole time. It was hot as fuck. I'm like, I'm not going inside though.
But I went in the pool. I was in the pool most of the time.
I wasn't celebrating July 4th, but I was hoping to get invited to a cookout or something just for the food. Like, no, fuck America.
Exactly. But that's how I feel. Everybody is like, oh, why are black folk having cookouts and stuff like that?
Because I'm hungry.
I love the way my friend worded it. One of my friends worded it. She said, black folk do cookouts for any time of the year, any time of the month for no damn reason. They'll just be like, cook out at my place.
Right.
Exactly. Okay, I get it's July 4th. You think I'm not going to have
a cookout? You can just be chilling,
everybody's
having a good time.
Today.
Be like, all right, fuck it, let's go grill some food.
Think about it. It's July 4th. We could get away with so much more on this day having a cookout than any other random day.
I mean,
Terrell, what the fuck do you want for your birthday?
What do I want for my birthday? All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. But that was a couple years ago.
I'm about to tell him.
That's thrown out the window.
Get your man, Mel.
But the way you can get that off is honestly, if you take her with you to the strip club.
What was it? I almost did when we went down to Vegas. The only problem.
I thought you did.
What's the point of even going?
You might as well stop recording now because I think we're done recording.
No. We're gonna keep recording. I'm using all this shit for takes.
You're gonna put all this in there?
I want to do it till Dion comes back so we can say goodbye together.
Oh, Dion. Yeah.
What was it? So what was it? Yeah, we go down to Vegas. Melody wants to go to the strip club. For his birthday, but at first she wants to go to an all-male strip club, which I'm like, okay, if you want to go, I'm not going with you. But when we're in the car with our obvious, I was going to say butch driver, she said she doesn't want to go to the male strip club because all the dudes there are gay. And I'm like, well, you just can't say things like that, especially when the driver's obviously on the same rainbow that you are. But,
that's funny as hell.
But what was it? So I think we were supposed to go to a strip club like midnight of like her birthday. But like when I found out there were dispensaries on every fucking corner in Vegas, that's the first place we went to. Like I bought chocolates again, some of those like tincture sprays that you spray under your tongue and all that shit. But moral story short, I ingested at least 250 grams of weed and smoked a pen in 2 hours after getting back to my hotel room. And an hour later, I was knocked out for another 9 hours. So by the time midnight rolled around, I was passed out. Melody was pissed, and we ended up sleeping. We ended up sleeping majority of the night into her birthday in the hotel room. But
didn't she have an outfit on? Her face was caked and everything.
Yeah,
you an ass? Oh no!
She was
You sent me the picture. I was up.
She had what was it? She had a makeup artist come to the hotel room and everything. Like,
were you not then?
I was high as fuck by then. I'm sitting there watching Jumanji like the first 10 minutes for about an hour because I keep going back because I keep saying I didn't hear what The Rock said. So got to go back now and listen to it.
I would have been mad then.
Yo, that's funny as hell.
You know how much a fucking movie is to rent in Vegas? It's like $25.
Did you download it?
Nah, I rented it off the fucking screen.
Rented it, but you always have a lot of shit on your computer.
I did not bring an HDMI cord with me. That was the one thing I forgot to pack.
They said Vegas is pretty cheap to live in.
To live in Vegas, it's not cheap. To live in the outskirts around Vegas, I would say it's probably cheap. Because it's like I would see it as looking. Oh shit, living just like you are in Los Angeles or New York City, like you're in a very high, metropolitan like area. So you're gonna pay for this kind of comfort that you live around. You know, so I mean, other than that, though, Vegas is pretty sweet though. Like we was at the bus stop 7 o'clock in the morning, just smoking like 3 joints. Joggers walking by saying, you know, like, ooh, let me get a hit. Cops rolling by, smells good. You know,
wow.
We were just chilling. You know, the only thing
this just in Baltimore, they tore down the Christopher Columbus yesterday statue and tossed it into the harbor.
Oh wow.
And this dude was like, "Oh, why are they polluting the water like that? This is a crime." I was like, "Look at the Boston Tea Party."
Did y'all see Hamilton? I got Disney Plus, by the way.
No, I saw the thing for it. I didn't watch it yet. No, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the original, so I have no reason to rush to watch this one. Now, if it was Macbeth, I'm hopping on that shit. But
Hamlet would be my shit. But no, Hamilton was really good. It's really well done as far as production is concerned. Like, you don't really feel like you're watching a play or a musical. You're like in the middle of someone, like a live action sort of movie almost.
Like
on stage.
I would say like a Sweeney Todd in a way.
Yeah, no, it's still, you still know you're on stage. It's just like it's well done. There's a lot of camera movement. You don't feel like you're just watching one thing of like, you have like a shitty high school play and you just want to get one angle of it. It's not that.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's actually cool question. What does everyone think about Kanye running for president?
Oh man.
I didn't think that was real. Is that real?
It's real. Elon Musk says
I didn't think I thought it was too late. I thought it was too late.
For all that.
He's gonna split the fucking vote, in my opinion. So
now here's the thing. I don't know if it's too late because I think we're already at the primaries, right?
It is kind of too late because look how long they've been running. He's hopping in 4 or 5 months before.
Don't we have our 2 candidates already? It's Joe.
Exactly. All he has to do is say the platform he's running on. He has enough money to fund his campaign as advanced as he wants to.
My thing is, if he's serious, he needs to start campaigning right now and at least hitting each state like once a week or something.
Are we sure this is not just a manic episode?
And like 2 states a week. I think he's not serious. I don't think he's serious.
Look, here's the thing. Don't underestimate Kanye. I know I'm pretty sure everyone here, parted ways with him after the whole MAGA hat incident and, he, just saying slavery's your choice and all that shit. Come out to turn, he's been a whole Democrat the whole time. Giving money to, Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, all that shit. Fighting to get, victim out of jail by talking to Trump. So
this is the weirdest fucking timeline. I swear. Right. I feel like it's not real right now.
That's crazy though, because for all that, we could have just had Akon. He ran for president in Africa. I don't know if he is the president of Africa now.
Nah, I heard he's trying to build like Akon City though, like the whole Golden City.
For all that,
I'm not gonna lie though. I always thought, why don't they all get together and do that? Like the majority of like high.
Because the thing is, bro, they don't want our color in the office like that. Huh. And that's the God's honest truth. Because when we have power, look what happened.
Yeah, what was
it? We can have the slightest bit of power.
What was it?
That's crazy.
I still remember when Obama was elected president. They made everybody in my school stop what you were doing, go to the auditorium, watch the inauguration. Like, that was history changing. No matter if you agreed or you didn't agree, you had to watch this.
They made you go to the auditorium? We watched it in our rooms.
See, the thing about Obama is, and realistically, he's not black.
No.
He's not black at all.
I think he favors
at all.
I know he definitely favors his white mom.
He's Kenyan.
Yeah, but he favors his
dad
mom.
Left him. Yeah. That's why. But he's still they still see him as black. At this point, it's not like what you are, it's how people see you.
But I mean, look, I'm not the most politically savvy person, so I don't know how far my opinion stands. But I know maybe if I was going to choose a plant, I'd choose a biracial person. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the best. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
Tiger. It's like that Dave Chappelle shit. Like, we can give you back.
Yeah,
it's like that skit winner with the draft.
Oh, so the racial draft. No, what was it like?
My thinking is this: if Kanye is serious, then I would see why people would actually vote for him. But the thing is, he has to be absolutely 100% serious. Now, if he is serious, he needs to know what the heck he's actually going to be doing.
You would vote for Kanye West? What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait a minute.
Not gonna lie. Look,
I did not say.
If it's between Trump and Biden and Kanye, we already got a circus going on.
This man is mentally ill.
Hold on. What is Trump? I did not say that.
Mentally ill. Joe Biden is just old. He's old and problematic.
I did not say that I would vote for him. I said I see
Bernie
why.
Sanders if we're gonna pick Biden.
Yeah, I see why people would vote for him though, because he's a non-politician attempting to go into politics to change things. Because if you look at it, Kanye has done a lot of things in Chicago. He has done a lot of things for people. Regards of his personal treatise with his clothing line, the stupid things that he says, low key, this dude does do a lot for the community. Now, the thing that I'm worried about is if he actually does get in and he starts doing some stupid stuff and makes it a circus 2.0 based on what Trump has done. You know what I'm saying?
I would feel so much better if Joe just chose him as a running mate. If anything.
Has he chosen one? Has he chosen one yet?
I know it's about to be a woman though. It's about to be a woman of color.
He don't even need to be no running mate. Just put him part of the team.
My thing is this though.
In the administration, in the cabinet.
But then you run into the problem if Kanye wins is it turned into a reality show. Because we're keeping up with the Kardashians. Nobody got time for seeing it.
I don't think
people are going to take him seriously.
But let's look at the reality. Even if he was to be elected president, he wouldn't be doing half the shit he's doing now. They wouldn't allow him to. You know.
My thing is this: because of his change, that his latest album and the way he has changed as a person, a lot of people are looking at him differently, especially the Christian community, and that is why Donald Trump won in the first place, because a large amount of the Christian community, I don't know why, because they're idiots, voted for him because they thought he was going to be the one that God has placed in the office to change things.
Republican Party is a very big Christian group anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. And now with the way Kanye is previously moving, especially a large amount of the Black Christians are already on his side. I see it all the time. They took his album and they ran with it. I personally think his album was just a business move. I mean, if he's legit, he's legit.
Fire, though.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't completely like it, but you know, I like his beats and stuff like that. I don't listen to it all the time because I'm like, if you're not serious, I can't listen to it. I personally, in my spirit, I don't know if he's serious or if it's a business move. That's between him and God. But I do know a lot of the Black Christian community is on board with him now because of the album, because of the new music that he's making.
Don't Dr. Dre make his beat?
Kanye?
Yeah.
Kanye makes his own beats.
Or at least for that album.
I think he's incorporated into a lot because I know Kanye can make his own beats with no problem.
Yeah,
he definitely is.
His church service, he doesn't do the same stuff.
I was just talking about for that album.
Scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whoopity scoop, whoopity scoop, whoopity scoopity scoop.
Oh, this man is severely mentally ill. Why are you guys even entertaining this?
No, but
we can't split the vote. We can't split the vote. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Honestly,
as you know, I'm a non-registered voter anyway, so my opinion holds little weight. You know,
Damn it!
I need information on where I could register.
You can mail in your ballot. You can mail in your ballot. Then you go to the post office.
Do it right now. Do it today. No, it's Sunday.
Well, I mean, after I get off of this, I'm going in the bathroom.
Well, you go to the post office tomorrow.
Do it online on your phone, maybe.
You go to the post office tomorrow.
I could do that.
But Mel just mailed in her ballot and all that shit.
Good for her.
A friend of mine has brought this to my attention. How do y'all feel about, the way a lot of Black men who end up dating and marrying white women, how a lot of their views are towards Black women?
That is their business.
What are their views?
No, because I get that's their business, their relationship, but the way they're saying, "Oh, I don't date a Black girl because of her attitude."
All right. So I'm gonna stop you right there.
I'm
gonna stop you right there because I'm gonna tell you the reason why.
Yeah.
Or my opinion, anyway, because I honestly think it is Black women's attitude. It's not like they're mean like type of attitude, you know. It's just like attitude of how they go about themselves and don't take no shit.
Sure.
You feel me? And as I guess as a black man, we're gonna look at that as like, all right, every time we argue, we're just gonna see us bumping heads and bumping heads and bumping heads, and we may give ourselves time or whatever the case may be, and then eventually we'll probably end up being back with that same person, and that's just not good. That is just negative, and there's nothing good from that outcome. But I just honestly think it is because of their attitude, because they don't take no shit, and to where as a man, we want to be at all times of the relationship, in control, no matter what the case may be.
Because I look at it like this, and this is what the person brought to my attention. I thought it was actually kind
black female's not going to have that at all.
Now,
no matter
I look
who
at it
she
like
is,
this.
she's not going to have that.
Someone told me,
no matter what the situation is.
White girls are submissive.
Someone told me, said, okay, if you, like, you know, what a lot of people's reason is, they say, but you got to think at the end of the day, your child, especially if they take majority of the genes from the black side, is going to have the same hair texture, the similar personality, similar, like all the traits that you may dislike, your child may have. Now, how are you going to treat that child?
So are you trying to say that black men who date white women consistently dog black women?
Not all, but a lot. Like this one, the person put, this one put like, oh, don't be mad at me for liking white women. They don't wear weave and have 10 different kids by 10 different men.
Okay,
so I look at that like that's completely.
It sounds like a troll.
That's not true.
See that right there? We already know
that's
it
goes back to the control thing, though.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
Because me personally, I've dated outside my race plenty of times, and it's not like I'm doing it because I hate this particular race of women. I'm just doing it because to me, pussy is pink, so it doesn't really matter what race she is.
Right.
That's
that was poetic.
All men should be.
That's
how all men should be.
It's the same color when you open it.
Yeah, now if it's not pink, then that's when I start becoming very judgmental because like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, but for the other, I don't really care. Well, the guy like that who just said, 10 different kids by 10 different baby daddies, like he's an obvious troll, or just an ignorant asshole.
But at the same time, you got to think that he could just be saying things that hurt that person too, because females do it. It works vice versa. You know what I mean? Definitely. All right, it's basically a tick for tack type shit because we don't know at the end of the day what has been said to her. So that's why I say there's always three sides.
Oh, this is the man that.
There's always three stories.
The black man that put that up.
There's always three stories to everybody's side. You know what I mean? You got his, hers, and you got the truth.
Real shit.
That's it.
You some weak ass niggas.
I'm just like this. No matter who. My personal views is no matter who you decide to be with, that's cool. That's you. Interracial, right. But don't try to dog another race just because, I choose to be with this one because of this one. Like I get I joke about it. Oh, I don't date white girls because I like my chicken season. That's just a joke. I'm not serious. I met plenty of white women who can season their chicken.
Oh my gosh!
The chicken air, these women.
Chicken, their chicken.
He's chicken air.
Let's just envision that imagery here. Them somebody chickening their chicken.
These white women are evolving.
I just want to know your point of view because
my image of it would be
a person that listens to our show brought this to my attention, so I was like, oh, cool. Yeah.
Wait. You said this is a person who watches our show?
Yeah, they asked me because they said that the person told me it's like I like how you guys talk about hip hop, but y'all also talk about other things that surrounds the black community because that's how our show is. And so he asked me that question.
Well, how do you guys feel about Jada and that nigga August? Did you guys hear about that shit?
I have a feeling
my sister wanted me to talk about that. So shout out to my sister.
I look at it like this: is if Will actually gave him the consent to, that's their business. You know what I mean? Because we already know that Jada and Will Smith have an open relationship. I don't know
Shit, this is my first time, honestly.
Anybody with the Keisha Cole Firefox hair color is obviously a cheater. I'm just gonna put that out there.
But wait, pause.
There's a lot of church women with that haircut.
I'm gonna put it like this.
Church women
I
don't
think
cheat?
it's just all because of the fact that August Alsina just put out an album or mixtape or whatever you want to call it, and now he's taking all this backlash from it, and that's the main thing people are asking. And because I'm telling you, this happened like 3 years ago. Supposedly that, they were having a little fling or whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
If it even happened. And that's why I honestly think this is all just for show. Because because they sat down and talked about it on I don't know if you guys know that, but Will Smith's wife, Jada has her own show, and it'd be on Facebook, Red Table Talk. Yeah. And they sat down and said it on her platform. So because I promise you I can find that clip.
I won't be completely
talking
honest.
About it.
It's new for
they
me,
both denied it.
Yo,
so why years later come out and talk about it now? And say, all right, yeah, we did do it. Will did give us permission. Da 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 da.
I think because now people think they're gonna find something.
Show because now they had the time to sit Will down. Like, all right, well, look, August is going through this because look about it. August knew them for years. They're basically damn near family. Jada and Will started helping him because of his little situation. He had a problem with, the Percocets. And that's why we haven't heard from him in years. I mean, he was trying to recover. And what his biggest thing, what opened up his eyes, and he's like, man, I gotta stop this shit, is when I don't know if y'all seen the clip of him falling off a stage. He fell off a stage.
That's not a good look.
No.
In front of cameras and everything. So it's like, damn. And people start asking questions, and that was the case. He's fucking around with the Percocet. That's what I'm saying. These rappers sometimes can't do their music without that get right. And it's crazy because now, look, years later, I understand you have to get your life together or whatever the case may be and get your head right so you can do your music. But now it's like, is it going to be the same thing? And it's crazy because when I listened to his album, he put on a clip from interviews and stuff, and people were like, we want that old August Alsina back from like 2007, I think it was.
I wasn't even on him at that point.
And it's crazy because it's not the same August. You listen to that album and then go listen to his album in 2007, and you're like, yo.
Like, I got introduced to him, what was it, No Love with Nicki Minaj? That's when I first got introduced to August.
When I got introduced to August, I also got introduced to what was his name? Dang, I forget his name. What was the dude who sang Drinking My Cup? He was from Houston.
Drinking My Cup.
I forget.
Why does that sound familiar?
Name.
I mean, there's been a lot of Drinking My Cup.
Dang, I forget. It was back when Lean started popping off.
I want to say T-Pain, but that can't be it.
I don't think it was. I just had his name on top of my
Kurt Bangs?
Yeah, Kurt Bangs.
Kurt Bangs, okay.
Yep. So, I started messing with him at the same time. And his music sounds the same still to this day.
But is August
August?
But August ain't a rapper though. He's a R&B artist.
They're both R&B artists. If you think about it, but Kurt Bangs also raps too. Well, August also raps too.
I gotta hear that, because I haven't heard him rap yet. Like, I'm not really a big fan of R&B artists.
Most of these R&B pop artists do rap.
Yeah, like Tory Lanez, Drake, Chris Brown. But it's when they rap though, it's like a whole different side because the singing be so sensual, or not sensual, but be just more romantic sides, at least for today's day and age. Then the rapping side comes out and you a whole thug. Like Chris Brown sings and it could be some poppy shit, then he raps, and now he's this blood. Like this took a whole other turn.
But that's the difference in being a rapper and R&B artist and mixing them two, because in my opinion, I think you also have to add the same language that you put in your rap verse in your R&B verse too.
I don't know, because
Chris Brown
come out singing
does
Sue Sue, I don't think that's gonna land.
That's what I'm saying. Any man that come out like that, going ooh or